And it's time for another Ask Tom. Today we've got my friend Chuck Lyons with a question. So, Chuck, what have you got to ask?
Hi, Tom. Chuck Lyons here. My question is, how do you achieve the double voice in ventriloquism? For instance, Paul Winchell did it when both him and Jerry Mahoney sang at the same time. A fantastic effect. Steve Axtell did it at convention last year, and I was just wondering, how is that done? Appreciate any thoughts you have on it, and thank you for this service.
I got nothing for you, Chuck. Hey, tune in next time for Ask... No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I couldn't resist that. Hey, Chuck, listen. I think you already have a clue as to how this is done. The double voice... Now, I got to be honest with you. I do know somebody that can do a double voice. That is Liz Von Sagan. And we did an interview. In fact, I think the interview is in the Learn Ventriloquism blog. I'll try to link to it below this video if I can find that particular episode of it or that particular clip from it. But Liz talks about the fact that she did a double voice, and it scared the heck out of her when it happened. In fact, her husband thought she was dying in the bathroom. She was in the bathroom and doing it. But maybe that's too much information. But for people like Paul Winchell and for Steve Axtell, who's probably going to kill me for revealing this, it's audio recorded, and it's played over the sound system, usually on one of the tracks, not always in stereo, but, Jeff at one convention talked about how when he did a distant voice for Walter in his special, it was recorded on one track, so it only seemed to come from the area or the side of the screen where Walter was in his crate. And it's the same thing with the multiple voice in a show like what Steve did at the convention or when, Paul Winchell. It's recorded. The hard part is making it sound like it is merged. Okay, in other words, one of the voices is being done live, and it's very difficult to make sure that it sounds exactly the same, because if it doesn't, it ruins the illusion. So, that's how it's done. And if there's somebody else out there doing it another way, man, I'd love to know about it. But listen to what Liz Von Sagan had to say. And her double voice is a lot different than when you hear, Winchell singing with Mahoney, the I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Great clip. And then, of course, like I say, with Axtell and his dodo bird at the convention, that was a killer routine. And Steve put a lot of work and effort into that to make that come off. That's how it's done. And, hey, if you have a question and you'd like to ask Tom, head on over to the website, leave me an audio message, and who knows, maybe I'll answer it in an upcoming episode. Thanks so much, Chuck, for your question, and I'll see you next time on Ask Tom.